Vamos sin presión. Quieres saltarte todos los procesos, ya viene la acción. Que tú me pidas y no te sueltes, sube la tentación. Siente la conexión, sin prisa va a llegar. Baby, va rápido, bájale, pa' que esta vuelta se note. Entre más lento, más rico y más tiempo.
Hey guys, what's up everyone? Welcome or welcome back again to another video tutorial lesson from the Apex Predator Billiards Training Club. My name is Apex Elena, your aspiring professional pool player and pool instructor. Now in this video, alright, I'm actually bringing up a past practice session that I had about a year and a half ago. I saw the video on one of my feeds. I took it down and I said, hey, I thought that you guys would really like an explanation on what is it that I'm doing in this drill. Now, this is a ball pocketing drill, and this is like a 15, 20, 25 minute, maximum 30-minute drill that you can do to work on a particular shot that I found myself having issues with at that time. Now, I do miss these shots occasionally at the level that I'm at now, but I miss them less. Alright, and so this is really a shot that I learned from Neil's Fine in one of his drills. I'll leave a link in the description box below. It's in preparation for what is called a yo-yo drill. Right now, I tried the yo-yo drill, but I was very unsuccessful in terms of the cue ball control. So I decided to break down the drill. And so I'm going to be doing the drill where I'm putting somewhat of a 30-degree cut shot here. It's like a rail shot. And the aim of the drill here is to pot the ball into the top left and bring the cue ball across the table like what you're going to be seeing now. And after potting the ball, it should go somewhere around the second diamond like you see here. Boom, nicely. And so the aim, there's three aims in this drill: to pot the ball, to have a good cue ball control and cue ball direction along with cue ball speed, and to ensure that all my fundamentals are actually intact. Now, I do have one set of rack here. It's about 15 balls. So with these 15 balls, I'm going to be experimenting on the shot. At the time, that's what I was doing. Now, you do see me making some gestures actually in the background, because this is actually a voiceover for what was actually happening. So I was actually talking to you guys, but the audio was not good. So I decided to do a voiceover explaining to you what is it that I'm doing. Now, here you can see I've just made 2 successful shots in a row. Now, what are the recommendations that I actually have for you when it comes to doing this drill or any ball pocketing drill of that sort is that always practice this, not just this shot, but any particular ball pocketing shot that you may have. You want to practice it on both sides of the table. And in a moment, I'm going to explain to you what really happens when you do this. Now, here we go. Let's pay close attention. I'm going to put a replay, an instant replay of every time I'm successful. And even when I'm unsuccessful, I'm going to show you and give you a logical and analytical justification for why I may miss or why I made the shot. So far, that is 3 in a row. Now, the aim that I have is to make 5 in a row. Now, if you're a beginner, a B-level player, A-level player, you can do 7 in a row, you can do 5 in a row, you can do 3 in a row, whatever it is that suits you best. Set your own rules. You can do alternating sides, you can do 1 on each side, you can do 2 on each side, 3 on each side. It really boils down to what makes you comfortable. Now, you don't want to get too involved into the ball pocketing drill, because here's what's going to happen. If you set too much of a high target for yourself, when you get closer and closer to that target, then potting the ball is going to become even more difficult because you want to reach that target. Now, why I say don't get emotionally connected to the drill is that if you make 3 in a row and the aim is to make 4 in a row, and when you get to the 3rd one and you're about to shoot the 4th one, and you get down like you see I'm doing here, and you're focused and you're taking your warm-up strokes, and you get down, pull the trigger like this, boom, and you miss. When you're emotionally attached to that, then you start to lose focus. You don't gather the correct information that the table is giving you. So as you can see with the replay here, looking at this video, right, I saw that I missed that ball a bit thick. Catch the rail early, and the only logical justification for that would have been that I was using the spinning juice throw. I was actually trying to pot the ball with spin, which was not necessary because I have the natural angle of when you play with stun to come across the table. but I was trying to do too much. So I played the ball with a bit of unwanted side spin, not intentional. But here you can see I auto-correct myself, and I did get back to putting the ball cleanly like you just saw, getting in the correct direction and the correct speed. Now, this is one of my problem shots. Well, it at least was one of my problem shots at the time of making that particular video. I do miss it occasionally as I'm shooting it, as I'm talking to you now, but I miss it a lot less. So when I saw the video, I was like, okay, I think you guys really need to see me when I'm actually in practice mode. This is me. This is like 6 o'clock in the morning, I believe it was. It was early in the morning. I was doing this drill, and I was alone in the pool basement. So I scored 3 in a row, missed one, auto-corrected myself, got back one, then I start missing. Now, why am I missing? I'm missing obviously because I'm not shooting the ball correctly at its contact spot. But there's other variables that are at play here. Now, I'm actually very emotionally connected to the drill because I'm actually multitasking. I'm actually talking in the background, so which means I'm teaching you at the time of making that video, and I'm actually trying to execute the shot with perfection. So I'm doing a lot. If I was like not talking, then I would have probably been making 5 in a row, 6 in a row, because it's not a difficult shot, but it's still not easy. It's not one of those shots that you can take for granted. Let me see if I can auto-correct. I did miss it again. So let's run through the whole thing. 3 in a row, missed 1, made 1, missed 2. Not bad, but still definitely not good. Now, I'm going to try to make one more, and then I'm going to try to switch to the other side of the table, and that's where I'm going to give you some valuable information when it comes to developing what is known as automatic aiming. Now, I'm not a master at this, but I have some knowledge on how to get yourself to a level where you're automatically aiming the ball. So I did make another one. Beautiful. Right? Nice cue ball direction, nice speed. And what you're going to be seeing here is that I'm actually explaining to you that that's a really, really well struck shot, because if I had like a ball down, right, I didn't get it exactly where I wanted it, but if you get any sort of shot on a ball that is perhaps down there on the short reel, then you would have had a fairly good shot for the out. Alright, so now I'm looking at the fact that if the shot was perhaps say like about there, then that would be like maybe a little bit above 30 degree, right? And if I go down more to that side, then I'm getting a bit more flat angle. Now, the flatter the angle, or the less steepness that the angle of the cut has, is the more difficult it is to move the cue ball across the table. When it's thin, like close to 45 degrees, then the cue ball has a lot of energy on it and it can go across the table twice. So a really good angle to always have on your next ball is always like somewhat between a 15 degree to 30 degree cut. I most recently watched a video from Shortstop on Pool where he did something very interesting, and we're not going to be talking about that in the video because I'm just really connecting what I'm learning now to what I did then. So here we go. Missed another one, and missed it really bad, as you can see in the replay that's running on your screen at the moment. I actually applied some really excess unwanted inside spin there, so I missed that by overcutting. Let's see if we can get it right this time. Beautiful. Alright, so I've had a series of unsuccessful shots, and I've also had a series of successful shots, and they have all occurred on the left side of the table. Now, earlier in the video I did say something to you in regards to training the left side of your brain and the right side of your brain. So here's what's going to happen now. My first shot is on the right side of the table. Well, this is actually on the left side of the table, this side of the table that I'm shooting on now. Let's see. Boom, pop the ball, notice the direction of the cue ball. I went above the side, knowing none of these successful shots that I made prior to switching to this right side of the table. Okay, this is the right side of the table. Looking at the video, I didn't at no point ended up above the side pocket. So why did I ended up on the side pocket? Now, what is happening here is that my right side of my brain is trying to connect with the left side of my brain, and I'm now trying to find out the perfect cut angle. Now I know where to aim, but my brain is auto-adjusting because it's now seeing a different shot picture. So now I missed that ball a bit thick. Again, it's similar to the shot that I missed on the 4 ball on the left side of the table, where I catched the rail early. I actually was using a bit of spin, unwanted side spin. I'm not sure if you guys saw any twists in my stroke. I'm actually just focusing on commentating on the video, so I didn't see. Let me know in the comment section if I may be twisting my back arm or my hand or whatever. So here, missed one, made one. Let's see what we do on this one here. Made that one. Now, my brain is just now figuring out. So far, I made 2, so I'm 50% successful with putting. Sorry, well, I'm 66% successful with putting. So I got the direction right on the last shot, but I didn't get the speed right, and I got the putt right, so that's 66%. The shot before, I got the putt right, but I got the direction wrong and the speed wrong. So the brain is auto-adjusting. Now, made a couple on the right side of the table. I'm switching back to the left side. So I'm forcing my brain to start to see different shot pictures. And this is a powerful tool, a very, very powerful tool that I learned many years before actually doing. So there you can see, switch from the right back to the left, and immediately I start to get different cue ball direction. First time on the right, I went above the side. Now I switched back to the left side of the table. I went into the drink. So the brain is working. And so this is a very important time in your training, in your ball pocketing drill. It's the time where you find a lot of amateurs or even intermediate players that don't really like to practice. Once they've made it a couple times, they'll be like, okay, let me just switch to a different shot. I already can make it. I've made it a couple times. You cannot do that. You have to be able to go through a phase like what you're about to see now. So I've been switching, missing, making some about 50% successful at everything. Missed again. Now, am I doing something bad? A few friends of mine who, likes to get me emotionally attached, or sometimes they like to attack my emotion. I have some friends like that. They'll be like, oh, they're probably saying it right now that yes, you're doing something wrong, you're missing the shot. But that's not the point of the drill. The point of the drill is to develop a feel for the shot. You want to develop a feel for the putting angle. You want to develop a feel for the cue ball speed. You want to develop a feel for the cue ball direction. There are variables at play here, guys. I'm playing on a table that has a worn out cloth, a soft dead rail, and a pocket that's 4 1/4 inch. That's difficult. At the time of making this video, this was the only table that I had. And you've seen, most of you guys may not have seen my older content where I had really bad video quality. But it was one of those times where, honestly, it was just really tough. I had to do the best that I can with what I had. No, that's a logical and that's a reasonable explanation. That's not the reason why I'm missing. I'm missing because I'm not putting the ball correctly. But there were other variables at play that caused me to have missed the shot. Now, notice there that was successful. So if any one of you guys notice here that even though the shot was successful, I was only 66% successful in that shot because I got this cue ball speed right, I got the putting right, but I got the direction wrong. Notice that I went a diamond below. I almost went into the cluster of balls here. Now, I made a successful shot on the left. I'm switching back to the right side of the table. I'm working the brain. I'm having the brain think about what needs to be done here. So there you can see, every time that a switch takes place from this side of the table, the side picture, the shot picture is changing. And so the brain is trying to adjust. It's what I learned most recently as bracketing, right? Your brain is searching for the field contact spot. That spot where you just get down and your hand-eye coordination and your fundamentals come into play and puts the ball without you even thinking. Now, again, the direction, a little bit off, still okay. But if I had a shot on that rail down there, I would have been, little bit difficult, especially if it's in the middle diamond of the short rail. So I want to get it around the second diamond. So there, I got the potting angle right, I got the pot right, I got the speed right, but I got the direction wrong. I want to get to a point where I'm getting all three right consistently while alternating sides. This is a powerful drill, and I strongly recommend ball pocketing drill to any players that are at the amateur level or even at the intermediate level. Find a shot that is in your game. Find a shot that you consistently miss and work on it. I need to work on it using a variety of spin. Right, start off with the cue ball, hitting the cue ball on the vertical axis, and you want to work it like that. So that's what you want to focus on. Don't get too attached to the drill. Just focus objectively on trying to develop and find that feel. Once you're able to focus on putting a ball with feel, then you can focus on the other variables such as position play or pattern play. But until we get automatic aiming, it's going to be very difficult for us to be consistent when it comes to playing pool. Boom, clean again, straight down the rail, cue ball speed is right, cue ball direction is right, perfect. So that's what, 3 in a row. I believe that was 2 in a row. I made one on the left, I made one on the right. Now I'm going back to the left. Now this is the phase of the game here. This is the phase of the game now. We have just gone through my successful phase, my unsuccessful phase. Now the brain seems to be a bit more comfortable. Here we go, 3rd time in a row. Boom, clean, speed is right, direction is right, stroke is right. No, I'm getting up off the shot a little bit too early. But as I said, there are other variables such as that are at play here because I'm actually teaching you. Notice I'm talking in the background. So if I was like, as I said, wasn't talking, then you would find that I would be making more of these shots in a row. Alright, so as I'm coming to the end of the video, guys, I want to encourage you guys to do not rush the process when it comes to training. You want to just take your time and build on it. You're gonna miss some. You're allowed to miss, guys. That's where the learning takes place. And when you miss, you've got to record how you miss. And as a very good friend of mine, an A-level player here in Jamaica, said that you have to learn to gather intel. You have to record and store information whenever you're practicing. Even when you're playing a match, you've got to record, how did I miss, why did I miss. Take those notes, write them down, prepare for your next match or your next game. Alright, so another drill is coming up, guys, right, where I'm going to be showing you same environment, right. I was actually doing a 3-rail drill, right. That too had some unsuccessfulness in it, but the aim and the focus was really what I could get from the training session. Alright, so here I took out probably about another 5 more balls. I guess if I miss, I'm going to stop. Right, I don't want to. You want to make this drill like a 15-minute, 20-minute drill, 25 minutes, like a warm-up drill. Gets you all blended up. There, missed it again, but that's okay. Important thing is that I'm learning. At the time that I was doing this video, I was learning then, and I'm still learning now. And even making this video for you here, I'm actually learning about a couple of things that I did back then. Alright, so I do hope that you enjoy this type of talk through content, right? Stay focused, keep on practicing, and I'll see you next time in another tutorial video. Like, share, and subscribe. Leave some comments and questions.
Vamos sin presión, quieres saltarte todos los procesos, ya viene la acción. Que tú me pidas y no te sueltes, sube la tentación, siente la conexión. Oh, na, sin prisa a llegar. Baby, va rápido, bájale, pa' que esta vuelta se note. Entre más lento, más rico y más tiempo te dedico. Baby, va rápido,